All right, seventh graders, here is your next writing. It is called Opposites Attract. All right, for part one, sentences. Below each sentence, write another sentence that says the opposite. You guys can write or you can do a text box. I don't care which, just make sure when you upload it that your sentences, if you use a text box, are showing up on what you upload to Canvas. Now, below each sentence, write another sentence that says the opposite. So when I'm looking at this, I could do the opposite of children. And what word would be the opposite of children? And we might say parents. Now, we've got the word love. What could be the opposite of love? Hate. Then we have to do. Now, we have homework. What's the opposite of homework? I mean, you can come up with something or you could put, housework. I don't know if that's the opposite of homework, but parents hate to do homework. Let's live that. So you've got to pick a few words in there to write the opposites. So like, now number two, last winter was cold and stormy. We could say this summer was hot. That's a hot. And stormy. What's the opposite of stormy? Calm. So I'm just taking the sentence and I'm changing as many words as possible in each one to the opposite. So that's what you're going to do in part one. In part two, it says the following news story is not correct. What actually occurred is the exact opposite of what the report is. Can you rewrite this article as it really happened? So you're going to pick as many words as you can to find the opposite. So what would be the opposite of yesterday? The opposite of yesterday could be today. Or maybe this. And then instead of morning, we could say this evening. An unusual event occurred at the fountain in front of the municipal building. Well, what's the opposite of unusual? We could say usual. Occurred at the fountain in, what if we said back? Because that word's an opposite. So you're going to continue. Just mark out the word and put a word in that is the opposite. And I want you to try to get as many words as you can of the opposites. So make sure you finish part two before you submit this. You got part one and part two to finish and complete, and you can copy down what I wrote in your guided notes. Don't forget to submit it to me through Canvas when you get done. And also don't forget to mark it as finished in Canvas as well.